My name is Dr. Maribel Garcia Zaragoza, and I welcome you to this conference. It's a little conference, but it's like a workshop about triggers. We are promoting these conferences and workshops because we want to help you to stop smoking and vaping or any kind of addictive behavior or habit. That's what we're here for. And we're here filming at Maranatha Life Changing Church. And I want to tell you, we have great news. Today, we're going to talk about how to control the stress, because the stress is this great trigger, not only to smoke, but if you want to quit smoking, it becomes very stressful. And the stress brings you back to that behavior that you're trying to eliminate from your life. So we are here to help you and to help you identify how can I control that stress? How can I overcome the stress so I can overcome this habit? So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that, I don't want you to stress about this workshop. I want you to relax because stress is part of life. And you need to understand that. We all understand that. It's part of our work environment. It's part of our home. It's part of our marriage, how to take care of the children. It's stressful. But the problem is not the stress. The problem is how we respond to the stress. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And that's what we're going to teach about. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that the smoking cessation or trying to quit smoking or trying by itself is very stressful. And there is things in our life, in our bodies. First, we have an addiction that it doesn't only impact our bodies, but it impacts our emotions. We all know that nicotine is like a drug. So you're going to have some physical feelings of withdrawal from that nicotine, but there's also some emotional component to it. And we're going to be talking about all those things today. And the mental challenges could be the most difficult part of trying to quit smoking and trying to overcome that habit. So you need to be patient with yourself, okay? That's number one. And you need to understand that it's not easy to erase old associations and habits. It's going to take an effort. It's going to take a step-by-step order, and it's going to take not only order but also discipline. But it's not difficult. You can do it. And that's something that you need to tell yourself every day. I can do this. I can do this. I'm able to do this. And we have a little doll that says, this is a great day, a stress-free day today. And you're going to have a stress-free day today with this workshop for your life. So we're going to talk about the first battle to try to change a habit. It's about your thought life. The battle, listen to me, the battle is in your mind. Our mind controls the rest of our actions, and it controls the rest of our life. A thought comes to your mind. Once you have a thought, that thought brings an emotion and brings a feeling. And then because of the feeling and that emotion, then you act upon it. And the actions, the more you do it, it becomes a habit. And once it's a habit, it becomes part of your character. And your character determines your destiny. And this is very important to understand this. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you think about being sad. And that thought, is constant. It's constant in your mind. Then you start feeling sad. You start feeling sad. And that emotion, overwhelms you. And once you start feeling sad, you start acting on it. You become isolated. You don't want to talk to anybody. You become, you don't even want to take care of your physical well-being. You don't want to do anything, and it becomes an action that you continue doing until it becomes a habit. And now you become a depressed person. You don't only feel depressed, now you are a depressed person that brings a diagnosis of depression. And it defines you. And it can define your destiny, destroying it. Because you now are a depressed person. And we know that when you are depressed, many things happen. People commit suicide because they're depressed. So this is what I'm talking about. And smoking is the same thing. You think about it, you feel about it, about the situation, about the smoking, you act on it, it becomes a habit, and then it's part of your life. And it's part of your daily life. It's part of your moments of relaxation. So we need to renew our mind. That's the first point. We need to renew our mind. Because you did not come to this world smoking. Just like you did not come to this world being an addict. It just became part of your life. Because one day there was a thought. And that thought became an action. And the action became a habit. So we need to renew our mind. And that's the first thing that we need to do. The second thing that we need to do to overcome stress is you need to do not neglect yourself. What do I mean by that? You need to eat a well-balanced diet. Well-balanced diet, because it's being shown that cigarettes, listen to me, maybe you have not heard of this, maybe you were not aware of it, but cigarettes deplete many nutrients and vitamins in your body. So if you are not eating a well-balanced diet, it's like the cigarette is just bringing out of you those nutrients and vitamins. So let's eat a well-balanced diet. Let's drink a lot of water. It's very important because it becomes, it's like a detoxify you of all those, the cigarette, all the nicotine. Remember, it's not only nicotine that you're smoking. You're smoking a lot of other things that sometimes we're not sure, even vaping, they're not sure what kind of ingredients that vaping has. That's why we don't understand the ramifications, not only in the lungs, but in the rest of your body. Because it has a lot of chemicals in it that become part of you. Remember, whatever you smoke is whatever you eat. Like we always say, you become what you eat, because it becomes part of you. The same thing with the smoking and the tobacco and the vaping. So we need to detoxify ourselves. And it's being shown that water helps with your craving. It helps when you drink a lot of water and you hydrate yourself. It stops somehow, some way. It helps you to quit smoking and slowly helps you to, eliminate so many cigarettes a day. So it's a wonderful thing. So don't neglect yourself. That's point number 2. Point number 3, cut out the caffeine. What am I saying that? I'm not saying just to quit coffee, but I'm saying when you're trying to quit or when you're trying to make a decision, you need to decrease your caffeinated products, okay? That you're typically accustomed to consume. Why is that? Because it makes you, if you're going to have problems sleeping anyways, trying to quit, and that brings the less sleep, that brings more stress. And caffeine, unfortunately, does that. It doesn't help you sleep, okay? So you don't have to cut it completely. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you drink probably 3 or 4 cups a day, just try to go back to 2 or 1 a day, because it doesn't help you to relax. It makes you very antsy and it makes you a little bit jittery. So we don't want that. So let's try to control the coffee. You're going to be amazed about this, but number 4 is take a warm bath. Why is that? When you enjoy a bath, it's a great way to relax. You can relax in that water. When you have warm water, There's vasodilatation of your vessels, and it makes you relax your body, it makes you relax completely. So light a few candles, okay? Use some, those products that they have, some scented bath salts that relaxes your skin and relaxes your body. So that is a very good thing. Just take a warm bath and just take a moment to relax and take a moment to just for you. Just for you. Woo! So the fifth thing is get a massage. And you may say, I don't have, I'm a physician too, so I'm Dr. Maribel Garcia, but, oh, doctor, I'm a pastor too. I don't have the money for a massage. Well, you don't have to have, money for a massage. There's little things that you can buy at Walmart that give you massage in your shoulders and your neck area. And there's a very inexpensive, it's $1. Those scalp massages that has the little things, strings, the metal strings, and you can have a massage in your scalp. Or if you're married, your wife can give you a massage, or your husband can give you a massage. And it doesn't have to be long. They don't have to be experts in massage. Just 10 or 15 minutes just to help you relax in your neck area and in your shoulder area. It helps a lot. You can even buy some of those products that help relax the muscles, like Aspirin cream at the pharmacy, and that helps also to relax. I'm giving you pointers to help stop the triggers so you can manage your stress. Amen. So and since I'm a pastor, the amen has to go somewhere here, so which means let it be. So a massage helps a lot. It can work wonders, I'm telling you. The next thing is put on your walking shoes. And I'm not telling you to, belong to a gym. If you can do that, wonderful. But if you have some walking shoes, just put your shoes and go around the park. There's many parks here. If you have a pet, and that will be a good thing. If you don't have a pet, maybe you can, for $50, you can go to ASPCA, and that helps also with stress. It's being studied that it helps with stress. It helps healing to have a pet at home. So you can walk the pet, or you can just, if you like to getting a bike, you can, go around with a bike. You can go to the park, and not only you're exercising, but you're looking at nature, and that helps you relax. And that helps you, stream that stress. Not only the stress from work, but the stress from home, or the stress of trying to quit smoking. So it's very important, put on your shoes, your walking shoes. And even if it's 50 minutes, I would recommend, it's recommended by the American Heart Association that you do 40 minutes. But if you say, no, I cannot do 40 minutes, just you can do 30 minutes. That will be very good for you. And let me tell you about something. What exercise does. Exercise increases your endorphins. What are endorphins? Endorphins are neurotransmitters that are called the feeling good chemical in the body. People think, let me give you a very important pearl today. People think, oh, I smoke, Pastora, doctor, because it relaxes me. On the contrary, smoking does not relax you. It doesn't increase the endorphins. It makes things worse for you. Exercise, good eating habits, relaxation and meditation increases your endorphin, your feeling good hormones, those feeling good chemicals in your body. And they don't only make you feel good, they make you feel with energy, energetic. They make you feel happy. They decrease the tension, and they also decrease depression and anger. So exercise is a great tool to decrease your stress. And not only it helps with that, but it helps with all those other things that I told you, the tension and the depression and the anger. And it helps you to lose weight. If you want to lose some of those few pounds, it's going to help you greatly with that. Let me tell you too, it improves memory. It improves the sense of well-being when you have those increased endorphins. Exercise makes you feel accomplished. It also boosts your self-confidence and your sense of well-being in general. So it's very important that you understand that exercise, and even if, like I said, you don't have to go to a gym, there's many things that you can do to exercise at least 30 minutes, 3 times or 4 times a week. Listen to me. You're going to learn to control that stress. And we're talking about those triggers. We talked about finances the first time. This time is about stress, and the next time, don't miss it, it's about social pressures. And the last one is about withdrawal and addictive habits. Very important to listen to the rest of this learning workshops. The next one is get enough sleep. We need to sleep the hours that we need to sleep. And some people, it's recommended at least 8 hours in average. Some people, at least they need less hours, but you need to sleep that you feel rested and you feel with energy and you feel productive after you get up from your sleep. Let me tell you, and this is my advice, don't sleep with your phone. Your phone is very detrimental for your rest. Keep your phone away. And if you have your phone in your bed, just put relaxing music, just so to soothe your soul. Our soul is composed of our thoughts, our will, and our emotions. So you can put some soothing music so your soul can rest. Maybe some sounds, wave sounds or water sounds. My husband likes to sleep when he hears the rain. And you can do that, but don't sleep with your phone, listening to very loud music. And I'm going to tell you something that these are things that come from me, not from any book or from my own experience. Don't go to sleep before you have watched a violent movie or a horrible movie, or it's not a good way to go to sleep. That stays in your mind, because remember, your eyes is very important. Listen to me, are the windows of your soul. And that means that whatever you see and whatever you watch creeps into your soul, and it can creep into your emotions. And that's why people said, I watched this movie and then I had a nightmare and I had this weird dreams, and it was terrible. It's because you need to be very cautious what you watch, because that impacts your sleep. Okay, so let's go to our next, and we only have 3 more to go. Very important. And you may think, oh, those are so simple things. They're very simple, but I'm sure you were not doing them. And you understand now how much impact they can have in your life. So you can stop that trigger and you can stop that stress. The next one is you visualize. I just told you that our eyes are the windows of our soul. So what you visualize is very important, because your eyes can create a place in your mind that you can go when you need to, calm down and slow down and relax. Okay. So what can we do to visualize something? Well, it could be something real. You can have like a picture that helps you relax, or you can go into an imaginary place. Maybe you like the beach and you can imagine a beautiful, tropical place that you can go. So just sitting down and relaxing and visualizing something, it can help you. And this should be something of your daily routine. It's not something that you do one time and said, oh, that's out of my bucket list. No, it's something that you do on a daily basis, so you can relax and you can find that happy place. But you need to visualize it. Okay. The next thing is very important, and we don't think about it because sometimes we take for granted the fact that we can breathe and the fact that we have oxygen. So deep breathing is very important, and it can help you so much to quit smoking. Deep breathing is you breathe through your nose with your mouth closed. You breathe through your nose, and you count to 3 or 4, and then you blow out that air through your mouth. And you do this 3 or 4 times, okay? You do this 3 or 4 times. You're going to even see that your body starts relaxing, not even you realizing that your body's relaxing. You can see your shoulders dropping. You can see your whole being is relaxing, and calmness and peace comes over. So deep breathing is very important. The next thing is focus on today. So many times we stress so much because we worry about tomorrow. And tomorrow is tomorrow. It's not here yet. And worrying about tomorrow, worrying about if I'm gonna make it tomorrow, if I'm gonna grab a cigarette tomorrow. No, don't worry about tomorrow. Just focus on today. Today I had a victory. I didn't touch a cigarette. So just focus on that victory, and focus in the today, and just leave tomorrow for tomorrow. Okay, and don't allow the worry about tomorrow intimidate you today, because that's what happens. We worry so much about tomorrow, then today becomes very stressful. So just relax and take one day at a time and focus on today. And the last thing is, don't take yourself too seriously. You may say, what do you mean by that? Okay, that you need to accept and expect that you're going to have bad days. That maybe, I was doing good and I failed, I grab another cigarette. Expect that things are not going to go maybe the way you expect them to go. Don't be so hard on yourself, and accept the fact that you're going to have those days that things are not going to go smoothly. And that goes for smoking cessation, and it goes for life. So when you have an off day, resolve to put yourself on ignore. Sometimes the best thing we can do is to get out of our own way. Okay? And just understand that stress is part of life, and learning how to manage the stress is what we need to do. And take one day at a time with time and practice. Okay? You will be able to make it. You will make it. Just learn these things and follow them. And you know what? Call us. 302-734-9510. I want to hear of your victory. And say, today, I can do this. Because you have the power. You have the strength. Because I know you're going to be able to make it. Call us at 302-734-9510. And give us the story, the victorious story that I know you're going to have. Today is a new day for you. And just say it with me. I can do this because I have the tools and I have the strength. God bless you. And we'll see you soon.